These should have some more features. Okay. Sorry, guys, I had to restart this. Let me just wait for people to join in. I'll have to make sure that people are able to join in through this link. So let's just wait for some more time, guys. Sorry about this, guys. So let's. Hi, Murthy. Please welcome. I'm really sorry. There was some issue with my previous link. I had to um, get rid of that link and then start a new one. I'm not sure if people have noticed that. My team is just quickly trying to reach out or trying to make sure that the communication reaches to everyone. This is the new link. Um, Sorry about this confusion, guys. We'll just try to streamline it even further. Uh, yeah, so I think we'll have to wait for some more time, guys. Just give me a minute. I'm really sorry about this. Okay, so let's just wait for few minutes, guys, and I think I'll have more people who will join, and then so bear with me, guys. Bear with me for 2 more minutes. We have few people who have started joining in. I know it's a very interesting topic. A lot of people are following what's happening in this ecosystem. Um, so yeah, so let's dive deep into it. Let's try to see not just me, what opinions even others are having, and how the elections are going to affect the crypto ecosystem, especially Trump. What's going to happen there, guys? I'll be love to hear your views and opinion even. And before me giving my views and opinion, hi Ravi Asi, I'm happy to see you joining in back here. Really sorry I had to quit that link inadvertently. It was um, some issue with it. Um, I was unable to continue with that link, so I had to come out and join in this link. I'm hoping that people would have noticed and they start joining in here. Um, my team would have just started reaching out, sending out communication, um, discussing that. Letting people know that there is a newer link. Um, so let's please bear with me. You'll have to wait for a couple of more minutes. We'll get to see more people coming in and then let the discussion get exciting. In the meanwhile, people who have joined in, what are your views, guys? Do you think that the US elections have a greater role to play in the crypto markets, especially on the prices? Right? Do you think they have a greater role to play? That's the first thing. And if you think that they have a greater role to play, which presidential candidate do you think? I think it's could sound a silly question to a lot of people. Um, People sitting in the crypto ecosystem, I'm pretty much sure we know who we are all rooting for. Um, but still, it'll be great to hear the opinions and views of everyone. And I'll be very excited to hear your views and opinion, guys. What do you think if Kamala Harris wins? And what do you think if Trump wins? Do you guys, have you guys done your analysis? Have you guys given a thought that how you're going to structure your trades based on who's going to win in the US elections? Does it really matter? Is it going to have an impact? So that will be something very interesting to hear, interesting to know. Um, we don't have a lot of time left even. The elections are on 5th, and results will be out even soon. And I think the new office bearer will take the office on Jan. But what's going to happen? It's a very interesting zone that we are all in now. Um, Usually, we've never seen such an excitement in the crypto ecosystem. Okay, I mean, I should also agree to the fact that it is not that we've seen 4 or 5 presidential elections. Um, we could could hardly be the third election, and it could hardly be the second election that could matter to us, right? Because the ecosystem was very small before that, and this election, it more or less looks like crypto has really gotten mainstream, guys. Now, whenever the industry is talking about the impact that an industry is going to have because of a political reason, because of an election in any particular country, that is when we get to understand that the industry is getting mainstream, and it's at that particular state that it has reached the point that it is going to take on the next level of adoption, right? So that is one key indicator that we can notice, that we have come to that point wherein we need an acceptance from the political ground to reach to even higher adoptions, right? So it is interesting to see the current scenario at which the crypto ecosystem is in. It is interesting to also note a lot of views and opinion on what are all or what are the events that could affect this ecosystem to a greater level. Now, I'll quickly talk about my view, guys. So there are definitely scenarios that I would first discuss, which will not get greatly affected um, if either of these two candidates win. So one scenario is, if you noticed, US has been or gotten into the mode of reducing interest rates. The good thing, don't want to get into too much of technicalities. Uh, they are seeing that the inflation is cooling off. Uh, in last week, even when there was data and discussion, the core inflation seems to be in an agreeable range, right? Though there were initially a lot of confusion on the data, but looks like the market has started believing that uh, the inflations are cooling off, and the US government might continue with rate cuts. Now, with continuing rate cuts, it is a good signal for most of the investment ecosystem, because an increasing rates will suck the funds out of the any ecosystem, and it will create a scenario not just in crypto markets but also in equity markets, where the markets are going to be tough. But since they've gone on a reversal mode of reducing interest rates, I'm hoping that next year or two is going to be a good year for crypto ecosystem especially. So now this impact, what I'm talking about, is irrespective of either Trump wins or either Kamala Harris wins, right? Um, and now let's also look into both these candidates' views, guys. Now, obviously, Trump has come out in full support of the crypto ecosystem. Um, In the Bitcoin conference, we definitely saw him uh, saying all that could make a crypto trader or a crypto investor extremely happy. I would still recall that particular point where he was talking about Gary Gensler, right? It was interesting when he said that, the first thing he's going to do when he comes into position, that he will be signing the documents to fire Gary Gensler, right? So yeah, that all sounds great. Um, so from the point of view, we all have been following this for quite some time since Trump gave that speech in the Bitcoin conference. He seems to be someone who could be really good for the crypto ecosystem. I'm not sure about the long run, but in short run, definitely if he wins, it's going to have an extremely positive impact on the crypto ecosystem, on the crypto impacts on the prices. So if you see if you see Trump winning, guys, in the election, then I think we are definitely in for a very good rally. Now, the long term impact of it, we'll have to wait and watch uh, what all Trump is going to do, what all he's going to put into action, what all promises that he's going to hold that he gave during elections. But on short run, definitely the market is going to impact extremely positive. Now let's talk about Kamala Harris. Now, does it mean that if Kamala Harris wins the elections, is there going to be a downtrend for the crypto ecosystem? It's not actually. As I had stated before, the macroeconomic level impact of reducing interest rates in US will have a very good role to play even in the crypto ecosystem, and that's going to have definitely a positive impact on the prices. Now, on the other front, if Kamala Harris wins, it is not that she has also gone ahead and said something which is against the crypto ecosystem. She's not done that. She stayed bit in the neutral zone, right? She's not gone against or gone completely for it. She has held a neutral zone. So, what we could expect is that neutral zone might not create a rally like what a Trump winning would create. But having said that, there are other factors like the interest rate reduction that could play in favor of us. So, it is more about in short term, are we going to have a bigger rally post the presidential election? Or are we not going to have a bigger rally but a sustained growth we are looking at? That is the key question that we should look at here, guys. Now, what does all the polls say? The polls are showing that they've been, for a long time, the polls have been showing that it's going to be a very close, tight fight uh, between the two. But having said that, if you have noticed, there have been recent polls which are giving a bit of an edge uh, to Trump. Now, um CBS News, they had their recent poll. I think it just came a day back. It showed an edge for Trump. It's a pretty good thing for us because we love rallies, obviously. Now, and if you also notice, there are these people usually also track these betting markets, right? In the betting markets, it was a long time a close tie between both Trump and Harris, but recently it is showing an edge for Trump, right? Most of the betting markets, they're showing us that in recent times, this week especially, Trump is taking a lead, though not a great lead. It's a very close contest yet, but the betting markets are showing that Trump has created a bit of an edge in the past week. Now, cannot really concretely say that these betting markets, if they really work, if the CBS news polls, if it has worked out all the time. But having said that, it is good to see there are some positive gains that Trump is having. I'm just hoping that it goes the way for the crypto ecosystem where Trump wins. We get to also see a short term rally. We also get to see some long term impacts which are going to happen because of the rate cuts as well. Now, this is the belief that we have, guys. Uh, I'm definitely uh, aware that there are a lot of other prediction which is not going in favor of uh, Trump. Especially Alan Lichman, who was a historian who has in the recent past, I think for at least 3 to 4 presidential elections, he has been able to predict the outcomes accurately, right? And he has not given the verdict pro Trump. He has indicated that Kamala Harris would be winning. So that is something that is a bit worrying. But apart from that, there are a lot of other people who are indicating otherwise. Now that's something that we'll have to watch out for, guys. It is a very very important next the November that we have. It's a critical November that we hold. A November where it's a very very um, path defining presidential election that we have, guys. I don't know. Being in India, I've never been so excited, so uh, completely watchful of what's happening in U.S. elections. I think this time I've spent more than enough time reading all these news, um, listening to both these candidates. Um, though it's frustrating for us sitting here to hear all this, but yeah, that's the impact that this election is going to have. Now, that's quickly from my side, guys. I think uh, my previous live, which had an issue with the video, I think that has created some issues for others joining in. Um, Seems to be a trouble there. I think next time I'll make sure that the links doesn't get affected. So that's quickly from my side, guys. And from the from Giottus end, we have made sure that PNL has gone live. Most of you guys who had logged in today would have noticed that you'd be able to see the PNL widget. A lot of you guys were asking about this. We took it out since a lot of people had some kind of uh, inputs that they want the PNL to hold. So we took a lot of inputs, we took a lot of feedback, and we made sure we implemented all this. I'm hoping that you guys will like the current PNL. You're also posting a blog quickly explaining how the PNL calculations have been done, so it's easier for you guys to understand. Now, I would love to take a lot of feedback on that end because you guys have been asking for quite some time since the time we took it out. We got it back. I'm very happy that we've taken a lot of your feedback when we got it back. Um, I'm not sure if you guys got time to have a look at it, but I'll be happy to take your feedback either this call or maybe the next AMA. I'll be happy to take the feedback. Um, so yeah, that's quickly from my side, guys. Um, so I'll catch you again next week, same time, 6 p.m. I'll make sure that the links don't change next time. Till then, if you guys have some feedback now, I will be happy to hear, or if there's nothing much, I'll sign off for this week's AMA. Don't forget, every week, 6 p.m., I'm having this AMA to listen to those wonderful feedbacks that you've been giving to me, um, which we are very, very grateful for. So thank you guys. Thank you till we connect over the next AMA. Thank you.